Hello everyone, welcome back to Cosmic Fox ASMR. Today will be an interesting video that I haven't done on my channel before, where I will be softly informing you on some facts. It's been a while since I've done any Pokemon TCG openings, so I thought it would be fun if I did a 25 Pokemon facts that you may not know video. There are some common facts on my list, but also some not so common ones. Let's see how many you know. So, the first fact that I have for you is that Pokemon in Japanese is actually Poketsu Monsuta, which means pocket monster. I think we all knew that Pokemon meant pocket monsters, but in Japan, they call it Poketsu Monsuta. For fact number 2, when the Pokemon anime first aired in the 90s, it was actually planned as a one-off series in order to promote the video game. But because it was such a popular series, they decided to continue it. Fact number 3. Ash's name in Japan is Satoshi. So, in Japan, he is not called Ash, he is called Satoshi. And he was given this name by the creator of the Pokemon franchise, whose name is also Satoshi. Now, fact number 4. Did you know that in at least the Western English version of Pokemon, the characters Misty and Jessie are voiced by the same actor? I'm pretty sure that it's common for voice actors to do multiple voices for like background characters, but Misty and Jessie are quite high up there in the main character category, so I thought that was interesting, and now I listen really closely whenever I watch Pokemon with both of them in it. Fact number 5. Did you know that Rhydon was the first Pokemon to be designed by Satoshi? And second and third was Lapras and Clefairy. And a bonus fact, Clefairy was actually supposed to be Ash's main Pokemon. So instead of Pikachu, it was going to be Ash and Clefairy. Wonder how that would have gone. Okay, so there are a few obscure type of facts on my list, and I guess this could be considered one of them. It's something I wish I knew about, but I was out of school, I think, by this time of year, So, fact number 6 is, did you know that in 2006, players could visit a Toys R Us store in the US and they could receive an event Mew for their Generation 3 Pokemon game. This was done by trading for it with the Toys R Us staff. The staff were given special cartridges that had the Mew on the save file so that they could trade with these people that came into the store. Crazy. Yeah. Let's see. Right. Fact number 7. So, as we are pretty familiar with the stereotype of cats and mice being mortal enemies, so to speak, that is also what is supposed to be portrayed between Pikachu and Meowth. Here are some examples of the similarities. So, Pikachu's number in the Pokedex is 25, and Meowth is 52. Opposites. And obviously their names are a play on what type of animal they are based off of. So obviously Pikachu is a mouse, and Meowth is a cat. So yeah, that was done on purpose. Obviously, with the whole good and evil. That's why Pikachu's really good and Meowth is portrayed as really evil. Okay, fact number 8. In Pokemon Sword and Shield, if the player makes a curry on their birthday, the trainer's portion will be served with a birthday candle in it. I think that's really sweet. I love games that do that. That do like a special little birthday event for you if you play on your birthday. It's really cute. Okay. Fact number 9. In Pokemon Let's Go, Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, when set as the player's following Pokemon, Meltan and Melmetal's body will change color from their regular silver to bronze or gold when in proximity to the blue glowing crystals in the Cerulean Cave. Never tried it, but I thought that was very interesting because I don't think many people would have known that unless they set that specific Pokemon to follow them in the game. Okay. Fact number 10. On the Team Aqua's special Pokemon TCG card of Electrike, there is actually a misspelling on the card. Under one of the attacks, it says you need to flip a coin, but there it is spelled F-double-L-I-P. Like this. Fact number 11. In 2005, there was a gene discovered that grows a type of cancer, and the people that found this gene wanted to call it Pokemon. But the name was changed to ZBTB7 after the Pokemon Company threatened legal action due to not wanting the bad press of sharing its trademark name with the gene, which I think is understandable. That's one fact that I want to look more into to see why the people who discovered it wanted to name it Pokemon. Just seems a little silly. Okay, let's see. Fact number 12. It's another Pokemon TCG fact. There is a promotional jumbo card of Zorua and Celebi. Its only attack is Who is Who, where the players have to actually switch places and continue the game using each other's card decks. I don't know how I would feel about that. That is a card seems very risky. I want to see if I can find anyone actually play that, because that just seems bonkers. Can you imagine playing against somebody, they toss in that card, and you have to swap your deck with them? Oh, no thank you. Would not appreciate it. Fact number 13. To promote the release of the Nintendo 64, 2 promotional TCG cards were released: Cool Porygon and Hungry Snorlax. I don't think these cards were released in Western countries. I couldn't really find much information about them, but from the photo references I was able to find, I think this was only a Japan exclusive type of promotion. So, yeah, they get all the good stuff, don't they? Okay, fact number 14. In 1999, there was a spin-off Pokemon game called Pokémon Picross. Now, you might know that there actually is a Picross game for the 3DS, but that came out in 2015. In 1999 is when it first debuted in a Nintendo magazine, and it was supposed to be for the Game Boy and Game Boy Color, but the idea was scrapped, and later in 2015 it came back for a different handheld console. Weird, especially when they promoted it in magazines and then just didn't make it. Wild stuff. Okay, fact number 15. So this one is a bit adult rated, I guess, of a fact. If you are a fan of anime, you might be aware of how over-sexualized the themes can be in animes, and this is not secluded to just adult-themed animes. So, for example, there is a Pokemon manga called The Electric Tale of Pikachu, which was heavily altered for its release in Western countries due to it being very overly sexualizing. And this included like oversized busts, very skimpy outfits, and even nude scenes in it. Remind you, this is mostly for children. I mean, obviously adults like Pokemon, but it is for all ages. And the fact that this is in a manga for various ages, yeah, Western countries did not want that in their children's reading material. This also pertains to some episodes of Pokemon that had to be altered for the same reasons. If you're like me and you love Dragon Ball Z, if you ever watched the original Dragon Ball series where Goku's a child, there are some explicit scenes in that show. And it must just be a very common thing. I'm sure there's other anime cartoons that do the same thing, but yeah. Not something that Western countries appreciate, but yeah, something that is very common over in Japan. Right. Fact number 16. Despite being labeled as a ground-type Pokemon, Phanpy cannot learn any ground-type moves when it levels up. Very strange. You'd think that that would be some type of move that when it is leveling up that it would eventually learn naturally, but no, it doesn't. Fact number 17. Did you know that the original soundtrack for the Pokemon, the first movie, uses songs from very popular artists such as Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears, NSYNC, and even the Spice Girls? Who knew? I don't even remember this. I feel like I need to watch the movie to see if these songs are in the movie. Crazy. Okay, let me see if I can get this right with my hand. Fact number 18. There is a real-life fossil called the Aerodactylus, which was named after the Pokemon Aerodactyl. This fossil was found in Bavaria, Germany. Fact number 19. By scanning a certain combination of cards, this could unlock new features in existing games, add new features to games that have e-reader functionality, or play mini-games on the e-reader itself. I didn't even know that this existed, and I'm quite sad about it. I think it's special. I mean, they're special types of TCG cards that you use for this. I feel like I need to look more into this. I'm sure there's people out there that still have this. Lucky people. Now, this next fact, it was the first fact that I ever found out about, and I thought I was just the coolest child for knowing it. It was way back in the day, and me telling my fellow Pokemon trading card crew this fact. I just felt so smart. I can't even remember where I found out about this. It must have been probably from a magazine, I'm guessing. Maybe even one of the Pokemon books. I'm not sure. But fact number 20. Did you know that Pikachu's catchphrase, Pika Pika, actually translates to sparkle sparkle in Japanese? And adding on to that fact, Pikachu's name is an onomatopoeia. Now, an onomatopoeia is a word that represents a sound. So, Pikachu in Japanese translates to sparkly squeak or sparkle shimmer and squeak. Pikachu. So cute. Fact number 21. Did you know that the Royal College of Art in London established a Pokemon scholarship program? If you can rank well enough in tournaments of either the trading card game or video games, you may be granted enough money for a scholarship. Both competitions are held annually and are highly competitive. I think that's really cool. Who knew that you could get a scholarship paid for playing Pokemon? Amazing. Let's keep that going. More people should do it. Okay. Fact number 22. Did you know that Eevee has the most evolutions out of the whole Pokedex? It's pretty obvious. It has 8. And all 8 of them include Vaporeon, Flareon, Jolteon, Umbreon, Espeon, Glaceon, Leafeon, and Sylveon. Okay, nearly at the end, we've got 3 more facts. Fact number 23. Did you know that Mewtwo has a birthday? Mewtwo celebrates his birthday on February 6th. This indicates the day of its creation. Additionally, the anniversary date of the Pokemon Company is also in February on the 27th. Fact number 24. Did you know that there are 18 different types of Pokemon types? I didn't realize there were 18. That would make sense why it gets so confusing and we need symbols and labels for these things. So I will go through all 18. There are all 18 different types are Bug, Dark, Dragon, Electric, Fairy, Fighting, Fire, Flying, Ghost, Grass, Ground, Ice, Normal, Poison, Psychic, Rock, Steel, and Water. 18. Wow. And for the last fact, number 25, there are currently 1,008 Pokemons officially registered on the National Pokédex. This number increased with the introduction of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, which introduces us to Gen 9 Pokemon. That is wild. I can't believe there's over 1,000 Pokemon now. Back in my day, there was 151, and then Gen 2 came out, and it got a little out of hand, and then Gen 3, 4, and now we're at 9 generations of Pokemon. Crazy stuff. But it's obviously for a good reason. Pokemon is loved by many, and to think that this all started as a game idea, and now it's its own company. We've got games, we've got shows, we've got books, we've got merchandise. It's wild, and I'm so happy that I got to grow up with it, and yeah, it is a big part of me as an adult and was a big part of my childhood. Hopefully, you enjoyed these facts as much as I enjoyed talking about them. As always, I hope that you've had a good morning, a good evening, or a good night. Until next time,